Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Salt City Live podcast, June the 4th. I already can't believe it's June. Can you, Nick?
No. What has happened?
Kyler, how you doing out in the big city of Dodge City?
Man, if I was having any more fun, the law wouldn't allow it. No, we're doing good. We're doing good out here. We just got off a big weekend, so resting up, and we got another big weekend with monster trucks. So, just trying to get everything ready to go for that.
Tell us about your big weekend you had out there at Dodge City I guess at Dodge on Saturday and Lacrosse on Friday.
Yeah, so Lacrosse on Friday night was that was an awesome show. That ASCS feature went 30 laps green to checkered.
Wow.
On a cowboy up fast racetrack. Seth Bergman put on a clinic that I've never seen anything like it.
He's a pretty good wheel.
Yeah, and they're telling me that he's even better on them cowboy up little bull rings. Like there's nobody better than Seth Bergman, and he proved it, man. He flipping just flat out had him by a half a lap. He was ahead of second place by a half a lap. I mean, just unreal. Going through lap cars like it was nothing. But then we moved over to Dodge City on the Saturday, and I wish I could have one big show at Dodge City where I didn't have to worry about weather. Last year was an issue with all my big shows, and this one ain't no different. We had rain come in, and we put a hour and 10-minute rain delay on, and we stayed out there and we packed the track. And I'll tell you what, I can't give my guys enough props for getting that track bringing it back and saving it, because it was an awesome, awesome race.
Yep. Luckily for you, you have asphalt in the pits.
And asphalt in the pits, and that's another huge thing. If we wouldn't have had asphalt in the pits, we'd have been canceled. But we had over 1,000 people in attendance, which is great. And they bared the weather, and they all hung out below the grandstands and had a good time. And they came back up after we got the delay, and we were done with the sprint car feature at 10:45, and we ended at 11:30, and that's with hour and 10-minute rain delay. We had 2 divisions of sport mods that went over really well. We had 19 sport mods, IMCA Northerns, and then we had 16 of the Southerns with the limiteds, and then we had 17 hobbies with them too. So it was a great night of racing. It was awesome. People came to race.
That's it. That's what it's all about. So let's get our sponsors up here on the screen. Phil, why don't you tell us about all those fine folks up there?
Well, let's let her rip through here real quick. You're right. Okay, so Mike Vangren, again, talking to him every other day, I think it seems like, about what's going on the racetrack. I tell you, the thing I love about Mike, he's not afraid to give you his knowledge, his time, his information, and everything else from that part too. And without his talent and knowledge and his time on that racetrack, we couldn't have had a good racetrack as we've had from that part. Again, Murphy Tractor and Equipment, all those great guys over there, Dan and Curtis, have been wonderful to work for. And of course, they got the next 3 nights are all Murphy Tractor nights. So we'll talk about that here in a little bit more going down the road. Richardson Brothers Construction, John and Ross Richardson, all the tremendous help they've helped us with the Big John Deere and all the partnerships they've helped us with there in Hutchinson. John and Ross, thank you very much for all your help. Ox Constructions, Andale Ready Mix, and Evans Building. They're all helping us with the walls over there. So far, we've only had to put 1 panel up. How about that?
1 so far.
Very cool. So Hample Oil help us with a little bit of diesel fuel. Phoenix Recovery of Kansas. Kyler, we haven't had to use those guys too much yet, that's a plus, but I'm glad we got them there ready to go, right?
Yep, that's for sure.
Jackson Meats and Egbert Liquor, they're helping us with the VIP nights with our sponsors up on the stage. So thank you guys for that. Of course, BG Products, a great partnership we have here at BG with all their good stuff too. Construction Rental bringing us those lights. We actually put 3 of them on the back straightaway, and I think that's helping a lot. I mean, we need to ask the drivers how much they like that or don't like that, or what they think of those extra lights, but I think it's helping quite a bit.
It's like daytime over there.
Yeah. Agri Center bringing us those side-by-sides. And Kyler, that partnership with you and us in Dodge City, helping out with that one of those for the EMTs, and then also the other 2 that helps keep the foot traffic off you and I.
Yeah.
I'd hate to guess how many miles we're putting on those things, right?
Right. Yeah, it's a great partnership with them, and they got used this weekend, the safety team. It was so nice to have all of our stuff right there on the track with us as we were going. They're real handy, so thank them guys.
And then we've got United Rental. Oh, Zener Electric. We had their Zener night the other night. They brought up about 90 people on the stage, and we took care of those guys. And I think they all had a great time hanging out there on the stage for a little bit and stuff too. Of course, we couldn't do it without those 2 wonderful water trucks. I don't know how we'd done it without 2 water trucks hanging out there either. So from United Rentals, so thank you for that. Can Equip, a big old case tractor running around there pulling that pick around there. I think Kyler likes driving that better than anything, don't you, Kyler?
It's
What's-
like driving the spaceship, like you get in that thing and everything's right there. It's the nicest tractor I've ever been in. That's for sure.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
exactly. So there's our sponsors. And again, can't thank them enough for that. And we'll get into more down the future weeks of different sponsors of things that people have talked to me about different stuff and everything else from that part. But, it's hard to believe, guys, we're going to have like 8 or 9 races and we already got 2 on our belt. The third one's coming real quick before we know it. And Nick and I were over there yesterday, Tuesday. We met with the city council. I will tell you, the Hutch City Council, Kyler, is nothing but thrilled, excited, and everything else help us. Can't thank them enough for the water they're providing us on that racetrack from that part. But Kyler, I think that they are ecstatic of what we're doing there in the city of Hutchinson from that part. So had a great meeting with them and excited to get to the next race under the belt. And then we can meet again with the fair board, give them some more reports on how things are going there at the fair board too. From that part. So what's next on our agenda here, Nick?
So today we put out the official schedule for our USAC Silver Crown Salt City 100 weekend. So we'll just kind of go over that and recap real quick. So it's going to be 2 nights, Friday, July 19th and Saturday, July 20th. Friday night, July 19th, we're going to have a complete show for IMCA stock cars and IMCA modifieds. The United Rebel Sprint Series, they will be there for both nights, and Friday night they will run their heat races.
You're running heat races, Kyler, or are you qualifying?
Well, we'll do a hot lap qualifying session.
Okay.
And then we'll line up heats that way as well. So, and then the heat races will pay a little bit, but then the big race will be on Saturday with the Silver Crown.
And then the Silver Crown cars will do qualifying on Friday night as well. Not sure exactly of their format or how they're going to do it. I imagine it'll be multiple cars or
kind of what right now what Tommy and I have talked about is basically Friday night is practice for them and time trials for them on Friday night. So then I guess we'll run some heat races on Saturday and then the big 100 lapper on Saturday too. Maybe he'll run heat qualifiers and heats on Friday. I don't think he's got that all dialed in exactly when he'll run his heats or whatever, but I do know time trials, practice and time trials are happening Friday for sure.
Yep.
So if you're coming to watch, you don't want to miss either night. It's going to be a blast for both nights.
Yep, it's going to be awesome. And then on the 20th, Saturday the 20th, the URSS sprint cars will run their A feature and then a B feature before that if needed. We'll have IMCA Sport Mods there. They're going to run a complete show, heat races and features. And then, of course, the Salt City 100 will conclude it on Saturday night, July the 20th. Ticket prices on Friday for qualifying night will be $25. Kids tickets under 12 will be $12.50. If you buy them online up to 4:30 p.m. the day of the race, they're $21 for adults and $10.50 for kids. They will go up at 4:30 p.m. to the normal gate prices. So if you buy them online after 4:30, you'll pay the normal gate prices and the convenience fee and and all of that. If you buy them online before then, you'll still pay the convenience fee and the tax on top of that, say $21, and it will land just shy of that $25 price point.
Save time, buy online, make it easy to buy them and run right through the ticket. Don't got to go to the ticket booth. You can scan yourself and walk right in from that part. To me, it's a lot easier, a lot simpler, and all that kind of stuff too.
Yep. And then while you're on there buying tickets, go ahead and buy tickets for Saturday night too. General admission will be $35. Kids 12 and under will be $17.50, and online up to 4:30 p.m. day of show will be $31 for adults and $14.50 for kids, plus the convenience fee and the tax in there too. Buy tickets at the gate. The tax is added into that, so.
Taxes included in that fee.
Yeah, there's taxes included in that $35. So there won't ever be anything on top of that when you buy them at the gate.
Okay, so a couple questions coming through. What's the website? You can go check everything out at saltcityracingllc.com. Everything's on that site right there. Nick, let's pull that site up real quick because is that the next thing on our agenda?
Sure.
Can
Is
be, right?
now.
Is now, right?
All
Okay,
right.
so there's the website. And as you see over on the left-hand side, everybody's been talking about how do we get to Salt City apparel. Well, and again, I'm going to talk to everybody about that again, is the fee that we have to pay the fairgrounds eats up every bit of profit. So here's what we've done. We've come on the online store and we've got it up and running. As you can see, the hats are coming. We're going to have a black and a blue hat. Just don't have a good picture of those yet, but that's coming.
And seat cushions are coming too.
Seat cut. They will be here in the middle of June. So if you want to pre-buy whatever you can, we have a few shirts here already ready to go from that part 2. And as you can see, you can buy it and you can have it shipped to you. You can pick it up at the next race, or you can come right here to Mel Hamilton Ford and pick the shirts up now, or the seat covers are supposed to be here in the middle of June. And we'll keep you posted up to date on when you want to get that or whatever from that part. But there's so far the shirts. This is just a start of the online store we're going to have and keep putting more and more products in there. So keep telling us what you'd like to have. If it's hoodies, if it's whatever it might be that you're looking for from that part, we'd love to know what you'd like to have with the Salt City stuff on it and that sort of thing so we can keep growing the online store from that part. So, Nick, go back over now that we've kind of done the online store. Show someone how to buy tickets.
Okay, so when you are at
Get it back. Yeah.
the homepage,
Simple as clicking on the ticket
click
button.
on the tickets. It's going to redirect you to our My Race Pass site here. And then you can view all upcoming events. Tickets are available for the next 3 nights, which is June 21st, July 19th, and July 20th. Just come up here and click tickets. And you'll be able to add your tickets to the cart or pit passes if that's what you're doing. And you just check out that way, just like you would if you're buying anything else online.
Okay. Pretty simple, pretty easy. I hope everybody that helps you out with the Salt City apparel that you'd like to have, and please in the comment line or hit us up on Facebook, whatever it might be. We'd love to hear from you, whatever else you'd like to see coming through on the merchandise or apparel on the shop category on the websites. Love to hear from you, what else you'd like to have or whatever. We'd gladly get it put together and everything else for you. Okay. So next on the agenda.
Next on the agenda is
getting Kyler full.
Let's get Kyler back up here.
Full screen, Kyler.
There we go.
There we go. Okay, so what's next? Everything on the chat line? Cody Williams, how you doing, buddy? John Silva wants to know if there's any more hobby stock nights at La Crosse. Can you answer that, Kyler?
Right now, there's no more IMCA sanctioned hobby stock nights. I'll have to talk with Smokey John and see if we can add a couple more on there or not. Hopefully, get your brakes fixed for the next time out there, John.
Do you have a little brake issue? Did I hear?
Yeah, a little bit. John knows what I'm talking about.
Okay, let's switch to June 21st. The agenda, the cars we're bringing in. Kyler, I'd like to, one of the newest things is going to be is the high plane late models. I'd love you to talk about that, or what that class is, who it is, what they do,
Yeah.
what some of the rules, how fast they'll go compared to something else, all that kind of good stuff from that part.
Yeah, so it is a super late model series that we acquired. We actually signed with Dirt Car, so it's now the High Plains, Kansas Dirt Car late model series. I brought in Rick Salem to be the race director, which Rick started and founded the United World Sprint Series 19 years ago, and he's retired this year, and he decided it was pretty boring to stay at home. So we brought him on board, and I'll tell you what, it's been a lot of fun so far. It's a different group of guys than what we're used to with sprint car guys, but everything's still just awesome. The guys are a great group of people. Lucky to have Jerry still on board with us. He's doing some tech with us. But you can find our rules at High Plains Late Models series.com. It's pretty much the same as the Sooners. They do a little bit different with their tire rules. So jump on there. We got a big big Garmin race coming up where a lot of the Sooner guys are coming up on June 14th and 15th. So we should have about 40 late models at Dodge City for that deal, and we're hoping to bring a bunch to Salt City. So it's gonna be an awesome thing, and we look forward to running on the big half mile.
Okay, going to be cool. And Nick, what do you got pulling up? You got to pull something up here, but the high plains put up on the screen here real quick.
I'm trying, but
okay, we're gonna get something pulled up here. So anyway,
Gus has got me blocked out.
That's terrible. Anyway, the other thing I'll talk about, we went out and we posted our pay. So we had a lot of questions on pay, which we've had it on the website and everything else too. We went out and posted it on Facebook. So racers, you can see the pay scale we have out there for you. From that part. Excited also for the 21st to bring the super stocks out. Hope we'll get a good crew of those guys there from that part. But there's a pay. It's been posted, but it's also on the website that you can check it out on the pay scale we're doing. So super stock guys, I hope you appreciate the pay. Hope you appreciate that part, and excited to have you come to the half mile and have some fun like you've asked for. And hopefully this is going to be one of maybe possibly 3 nights for you guys to put your super stocks on and show the Hutchinson crowd what a super stock is and how fast you can go around that half mile. So excited for those guys, and had a lot of talks with the guys that do race that class, and going to talk to Dustin Frenion again here later. He texted me earlier today about coming and talking to him. I've got a couple more ideas, so we'll get on the phone with him later. Just didn't get a chance to talk to him before we got on the show this afternoon from that part. So excited for that. Excited for the 21st. From that part. So, Nick, what else is on our agenda here?
I think we've pretty much covered everything that I had. Kyler?
Yeah, no, I mean, these late models are super stoked to come, and it's going to be neat to, the sprint cars will be off the schedule for the next race. It'll be neat to get a new class in front of the fans with the super stocks and the late models, and just do something different at Salt City. I think it's going to be very welcomed at Salt City. I think it won't disappoint.
I agree. What's happening this weekend at Dodge, Kyler?
Big monster truck show.
So
we're having a matinee
out on the track again too.
Do what?
There's a big bus coming out again.
It possibly could make another appearance.
I get a monster truck to jump over the bus.
No, I don't want. They asked for an RV, and so I've been looking for an RV.
It's an RV.
Yeah. So we're looking. I got some cars being delivered. I got some cars being delivered right now. Actually, Kelby's out there taking possession of about 5 wrecked cars as we speak. So we'll set those in place tonight, and I think it's gonna be fun. We got a matinee show at 1:30 and then 7:30 an evening show. So 2 great shows. So if you miss one, you have a chance to make the other. So come on down to Dodge City.
So the bus will be jumping.
Driving, maybe not jumping.
Oh, you got seatbelts on there and everything, and the helmet and everything.
It's got a roll cage.
Yeah. I don't know if we should try that out. I'd like to get another school bus out there so I can race somebody. The Cruisers made me look bad.
I know. I'm worried about that left front tire you got on that thing's what I'm worried about. That thing's a little rough. Not much traction on that left front you got going on there.
I probably need to call in on Saturday under the hood and see if there's any tire conditioner or anything that you would recommend to soften that back up.
Nah.
Well, if it's just the left front, that one's off the ground anyway. So
yeah.
Problem is, Nick, when he's strapped in, that sucker's on because he can't shit the key off. That's the problem.
That was so funny. Kelby walked away, and I said, "Phil, come here. I need your help." He goes, "What?" And I go,
I thought he just to get in there and ride with him. What are you trying to do? No.
So we're gonna move the key to the side so we can reach the thing.
But yeah, think about that though. You get strapped in. You're not moving very far, and that key switch is. No matter who's in that car, even if I was, I wouldn't get in a hold of that key way down there. Down there. He hollered at me and like, "No, you think I'm getting that?"
That was a lot of fun. And
we gotta have fun like that, and stuff too.
Yeah.
From that part. So, John, are any hobbies going to be bought back to the hutch at all? At this point in time, they're off the schedule. until I can see some response out of some of the guys. They want to come race, kind of like the super stock guys. These guys have all come to me and said, hey, we want to race, want to go, and I'm going to put them back on. But I need some guys to get a hold of me and say, hey, we want to come back, we want to race, and I need a class. I can't have you done. And John, you want to come running them stock cars, bring it on, because you did a heck of a job running against the stock cars and stuff. So if you want to come run the stock cars, bring it on. I'd love to have you back, and I get it. Love to have the hobbies back, but I gotta have some cars. Yeah. So I understand there's some issues with that situation, but you know what? I can only control what I can control. That part.
Get you some used G60s from Team 3J, and let's go.
Yeah. And hey, it came off the left outside tire, sheesh, and drove to Dodge.
So when I bought that thing, I bought it and I met the guy in up in Scott City. No, Dighton. I met him in Dighton, and I got about 12 miles out of Dighton, and about 70 miles an hour, the front tire blew, and I had to stop and clean up after myself because that was pretty scary. I was headed home. Gwen was following me, and I'd already called a wrecker service to come get it, but they couldn't get it for like 2 days. I ran into Jeremy Kane at his office at Presto, where he's at 20 hours out of the day, and he told me he'd go get the thing. So they took one of the tires off the back and flipped it around and put it on the front, and they drove that thing back to Dodge with one tire on the back, and he got it here. So thanks to Jeremy, that's why we have our school bus.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so John says I'm going to be there. Laugh out loud. Had a good luck with my tires. Laugh out loud. Yeah, I get it. Just if you want some a little bit better tire, John, we got some for you.
Yeah,
I'd almost donate them to you just to get you to come run and race with us. Okay. So anyway, guys, recap. June 21st, ready to go. New classes, two new classes coming with the super stocks and the High Plains late models. Excited for those two classes to come on. So spectators, get ready for a great show with those two classes. And of course, we're going to have the stock cars, mods, and sport mods, right?
Yep, stock cars and modifieds and sport mods on the 21st as well.
Yeah, exactly. So,
and super stocks.
And super stocks. 5 classes coming up June 21st. Get your tickets online, save time, buy online. Check out the shop merchandise section there. Let us know what else you need there from that part. And you know what? It's kind of like the start of the show. And first comment coming out of the deal is from Rob is, let's go racing. And that's what we need to go do. We need to go racing. So Kyler, any last closing comments, anything at all? Get excited for your weekend with the monster trucks in Dodge City. It's Saturday night, right?
Yep, Saturday night, Saturday afternoon at 1:30, and Saturday night at 7:30, and we're gonna have the Storm football team out there. We're gonna be feeding them, and then Sunday's the Storm football game. There's a lot of things going on in Dodge City, and we're welcome to have all these great partners, just like we have in Hutch, and looking forward to another great weekend of racing.
All right,
awesome.
So everybody, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Hey, keep the comments coming. Anytime you want to call the store, you want to call the race phone and got comments, you want to email us, you want to get us on Facebook, talk to us about different things and stuff you need to see, you want to hear. Our ears are wide open. We're looking for everything we can to help. It was great to talk to the Hutch Chamber again, not Hutch Chamber, the Hutch Commission.
City Council.
Can you spit it out right? They had some great questions and great comments there too about racing and the dates and all that good stuff. So just excited. We just got to keep filling these stands full. We got to keep putting this crowd full. We got to prove to this fair board they voted correctly to let us race. And then Katie bar the door after we get done with October and get this thing for a 3 or 5 year contract and all the things we want to go do at the Hutchison track at that big half mile and have some fun with it too. So Kyler's going to get over on the grader here soon and get it graded. We were over there yesterday. It looks really good. Just got a little bit of black in the entry of the 2 corners. Kyler's about all you got to fix up. But other than that, the track looks pretty good. Excited for that part too. So anything else, gentlemen?
Let's go race.
Let's go race.
All right, let's go race. Nick, hit that video one more time and let's go racing.